الله والله والله والله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم، الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر، الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم، القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم العدل اللطيف الخبير الحليم العظيم الغفور الشكور العلي الكبير الحفيظ المقيت الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد الباعث الشهيد الحق الوكيل القوي المتين الولي الحميد المحصي المبدئ المعيد المحيي المميت الحي القيوم الواجد الماجد الواحد الأحد الصمد القادر المقتدر المقدم المؤخر الأول الآخر الظاهر الباطن الوالي المتعالي البر التواب المنتقم العفو الرؤوف مالك الملك ذو الجلال والإكرام المقسط الجامع الغني المغني المانع الضار النافع النور الهادي البديع الباقي الوارث الرشيد الصبور. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. So what does the name Al-Ba'ith mean? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name Al-Ba'ith means the awakener, the resurrector. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Ba'ith. He's the one who chooses who will be awakened and be sent forth. And he is the giver of the light. And he is the giver of life. And he's the one who sends light into the worlds. The one who resurrects his slaves after death for reward or either their punishments. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name Al-Ba'ith comes from the root word Ba'atha. And that has three main meanings. The first of them is to call forth. Second of them is to raise from the sleep or death, to resurrect or delegate. And the last of them is to send something, to send out, something to make manifest. We can see these name in the Quran too. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار ثم يبعثكم فيه ليقضى أجل مسمى ثم إليه مرجعكم ثم ينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. So this ayah is saying that He is the one who takes your soul by night, and He knows that what you have done in the day, and then He revives you for a specific term so that you can do something useful, and then you will be returned to Him, and then He will inform you about what you used to do during the day and night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in the Quran, وَلِلَّهِ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ لِيَجْزِيَ الَّذِينَ سَاءُوا بِمَا عَمِلُوا وَيَجْزِيَ الَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا بِالْحُسْنَى. And to Allah belongs whatever is in the heaven and whatever is in the earth, and that He may recompense those who do evil with the penalty of what they have done, and recompense those who do good with the best reward. And the second to last ayah, وَأَنَّ السَّاعَةَ آتِيَةٌ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَبْعَثُ مَن فِي الْقُبُورِ. And that you may know what the when the hour is coming, and there's no doubt about it, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will resurrect those. And the last one ayah that I want to mention that has the word, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying al-ba'ath is not mentioned in the Quran, but there's somewhat a similar context. Like in this ayah, for example, وَأَنَّ السَّاعَةَ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَبْعَثُ مَن فِي الْقُبُورِ. So we said ba'ath, that is the root that means to be awakened or to raise up or to send. And there's a saying in Arabic that the ba'ath of a camel means to excite it, wake it up. And ba'ath, someone from his sleep, means to wake him up. And ba'ath of the armies means to send something forth, like a segment or a unit onto the battlefield. For those people who question Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already has this in the Quran multiple times. He talks about how he brings the people up and how he resurrects them on the day of judgment and things like this. We can see in Surah Ahqaf, ayah number 33, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّ اللَّهَ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَلَمْ يَعْيَ بِخَلْقِهِنَّ بِقَادِرٍ عَلَىٰ أَن يُحْيِيَ الْمَوْتَىٰ بَلَىٰ إِنَّهُ عَلَىٰ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Do they not see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created the earth and the heaven, and they weren't worried about any of the other creation, that he's able to give life to the death, life to the ones who are dead, and vice versa? And yes, he is surely able to do so. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, if you're looking at me trying to give life to those who are dead, why don't you look at all these humongous things that I have created? We have multiple galaxies, and we are just in a small one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created many. And that's why when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates, like in the beginning, I mentioned twice worlds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created worlds, not just earth. He mentions many others. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says is it difficult for me to create something from nothing or something that already has been existing? So what does this mean to us? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, purpose and accountability. It is easy for us to forget that we will be raised again on the day of judgment, and we may wander without doing anything or knowing what our lives are for. But knowing that we will be raised up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put a new meaning into us and the things that we do. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in Surah Mu'minun, ayah 115, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أفحسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون. And did you not think that we created you just to play without any purpose and that you would not be bring back? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَتَعَالَى اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقُّ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ رَبُّ الْعَرْشِ الْكَرِيمِ. So this is a very powerful verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, so exalted be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the true king, La ilaha illahu, and that there is no supreme throne only except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we can ask ourselves, when are we going to be present? What is this and what is that? We should just focus on the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring us up one day, and then He will be asking us what we used to do, what we used to question, what we used to answer to other people. So we should keep this in mind every day we are alive, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us another chance after we go to sleep. And when we wake up, we have to think about these things, and we have to adhere to the rulings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallah khairan. This is the end of my segment. Now, inshallah, Abdullah will continue with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Surah Rahman, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
Allahu Allah.